Restorations. Today we are working on the 88. It's the one right behind you. This is the 90. This one just needs a good tune up and we got to get it out the yard, so we're going to put the bed down on this one, push it back, and go ahead and drive this one out. We're going to do that today. This one we're having a little bit of carburetor, electronic fuel injection problem. She's not wanting to push the gas into the throttle body injection, so what we're going to do is try and swap out the injectors, because I have another throttle body injection right there, and if I have to I can steal parts off this one. I really don't want to mess with this one because this one runs and drives, but we're going to keep tinkering with this one, see if we can get it running to where we can move it and actually get it under its own power. Some reason right now she's starting and just shutting off. I checked the fuel pump just before we started videoing. The fuel pump shooting gas like crazy, so it's definitely not the fuel pump. Could be the fuel filter, but she's running, and if I idle her up, she'll stay running. But if I just, let it idle by itself, she will just shut off. So I'm going to try the injectors. I mean, you can see this one right here. It's already had a little backfire where it's caught on fire, and it's been that way since I've had the truck, but it might just be time to change out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece off the back and try not to drop anything into the carburetor or throttle body injection. Ooh, yep, that's going to be, there we go. Because I've seen on another post from another YouTuber that you can actually change these. I've never known that. I've had them on Chevys and I've had them on this Dodge, but I've never really messed with them because most of the time they're pretty reliable. But like I said, I don't know what's wrong with them. I think it's this cap you gotta pop off, or just pull the whole thing out. I don't know how that works. But it looks like we got some burned wires. Maybe they're arcing off each other. I'm not sure. Could be. Let's just pull them up and see if that fixes the issue. Stop letting them touch each other. Because yeah, look right there. It looks like a little burn mark right there. Let's see what happens when we just play with it like this. See if we can get any. Because I do remember when you turn these things on, it's supposed to shoot a little bit of gas down there. But then it just quits. It's like it's not getting enough fuel to keep it running. Oh, yeah, we got this brake light, or this. We need to cap this off. Let's see what we got over here in this little junk drawer. Nope, too small. Vacuum lines, you gotta seal them off the best you can while you're working on stuff. I don't really have anything bigger, but that should help out a little bit. At least take some of the air away from it. So we're gonna play with this and see where we get. I did disconnect the what's that thing called? Hold on. Cruise control. We do have to put the box back because that is our speedometer also. So we got the cable right here. I mean, I could probably take this cable and route it back into here, but the other cable should still be here somewhere. Maybe. We'll figure it out. So when you turn the truck on, it's supposed to shoot fuel down into the injector to start. That is what it's not doing, because when you turn the key on, she's not throwing fuel down there, but when she she's staying running a little bit longer, so it might be something to do with them wires. But let's see how we can. Is the master cylinder leaking? Or the booster? Sounds like we're losing some air in the brake booster. Okay, this is the little spacer. We don't need to lose that. Put that right there. Now I didn't really watch the video that well on how to do this. I don't want to take it all the way off. You got your knife on you, cameraman? See if we can pop that cap off.
And we're not going to say who made the tool set.
Why not?
No sponsorship.
Yeah, but you should probably see the sign on this stuff.
I'm not trying to zoom in on it.
We caught it on sale, don't worry. It's actually nice though. I like the coating on it. Yes, there's a boatload of vacuum lines. This motor we already know is locked. Yes, I could spend the time and free up the motor, but to me a 318 ain't worth it. I mean, it is. I will keep this block probably. I do have a 383 big block in the garage. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it yet. Got it from my nephews. They brought it to me. They thought it was 318, but it's way too big for a 318. So when ooh, yeah, this thing's been underwater. Ooh, take a gander at that. See all that rust and everything? This truck has been submerged, or it's been having water drop down in there for a while too, because that's nasty. Oh yeah, look at this. All the corrosion. Look at that.
Oh, let me get on the better angle.
I don't even know if I can open the throttle blades on this thing. Yeah, they're locked. Crap. Alright, so this is going to be fun. So now I got to beat them out. I'm not going to beat them out with the new tools. Let's get a, So let's get a big old wrench right here and this flatbed screwdriver. Let's see if we can. Ooh, no, I bent it. Huh, it won't even turn. It's so messed up. Yeah, it just bent the flap. So this is really no good. It bent it on the right side though. Let's see if we can just keep beating it senseless until we. Yeah, she's in pretty bad shape, but she will bend. So yeah, this thing's, I can't get to the bottom of it, so I don't know how to, because this is all together, so without it opening, yeah, that's definitely not opening. Yeah, she seized up pretty good. Well, we might have to try something different, or I might have to look up how to, well, she's trying to wiggle. I mean, I really don't want to break it, but if I know how it works, I can. She definitely does not want to come out, but I've already pretty much tore this one up, so. I know there's probably somebody yelling at the TV screen, "Don't do it!" It's okay though. Like I said, this is why you got parts laying around, so you can learn from your mistakes. I don't know what that does. Let's see, maybe we just. No, she's very stubborn. Yep, I told y'all I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all thought I was kidding. I know how to make things run, and this is not going to make my truck run. I don't want to mess with that one. That one's still in good shape. I don't see any other screws or nuts or bolts or anything. I see this down in here, but that's just where it sits. There's nothing down there. Let me get a better pair of pliers. See if I can just manhandle it out. Alright, so we done seen it's got the same problem. So I have another option, but I'm not doing it. Could just take the one off my son's truck. Or we can go crazy and convert it over to a V8. I mean a V8 carburetor. Because I do have one. Just didn't think I'd use it on this. Where's my pliers? Let's see if I knock that back into place. There we go. Oh, she will run if I tinker with her a little bit there. Okay, she could just be, you know, from sitting. She has been sitting for about 2 years. I did have a problem with this one when we first got it, because it had been sitting since 2019. But she does run. She's not missing, and that's what I initially thought it was a misfire or something like that. I mean, the plugs aren't laying on the headers or anything like that. She might just need some little bit of tune-up, maybe some B12, you know, some seafoam, something like that to, you know, clean out the carburetor a little bit. I mean, I used to have some carb cleaner, but I don't have one on right now. But she is out and open a little bit, you know, the hood's off. We try and keep the intake covered, but you know, rain in Florida comes down sideways, so you know it's kind of hard to keep it covered. We do have a tarp right here. We're going to start putting back on it again. Now, one thing we're going to do, we're not going to do it this week because it's getting cold. It's nasty out. These are going to be the new front mounts for this because I was looking at this truck. And when we did the body lines, yes, I have the body lines lined up between the door and the fender, but they're still drooping too low. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the spacers in up front to lift up the front, which will kick the back of the fenders up, so we'll get everything lined up better, so it'll look more like the body lines on this truck. Now, we're probably, until the weather kind of warms up a little bit, we're really not going to be able to paint. If you look on the side, we have been doing a lot of sanding, and this nice shiny black paint you see here is just where we got down to the metal. So we're not trying to, you know, leave it out for the elements. So right before paint day, we'll scuff everything back down, get it ready, and paint it. Right now, we're just trying to get it ready, get everything sanded down nicely. If anything does happen to where we don't have the ability to paint in the next couple of weeks, because you know it is getting closer to the end of the year, cold weather, we're going to come over here and start playing with Mama's truck, which this is my wife's truck. We're going to
Slash youngest son. Slash youngest son's truck.
Well, yeah, slash youngest son's truck. But this is what a lot of people love, these trucks. All my trucks are short wheelbase. This one is no exception. This is a 1975 Dodge Power Wagon. It's all original, one owner truck. 318 automatic, all-wheel drive. This truck is an all-wheel drive truck. That's the only reason I really don't like it. But it's been sitting for 15 years. I did get it to run about a year ago.
Yeah.
We had it up and running off a boat tank. You know how they do in all them videos. One barrel carburetor. We did put a new master cylinder on, but the brakes are still, they're not seized, which is weird, but we think the brake lines are just clogged. For a 75 or 40, how old am I? 48-year-old truck. I'm not 48. For a 48-year-old truck, she's in pretty good shape, body-wise. I mean, we got a couple little rust problems, but here's something I've been researching. Inner fenders, core supports, stuff like that are the same as those. They have extra holes in them. If you look over there, we are going to use some of these parts, like these fenders. Just fix a little fender rot down on the bottom. I have doors, so we can fix a little door rot down on the bottom just using the sheet metal. For the truck, we did finally put a seat in here. The seat that came with this truck was in very bad shape. You can see the antenna is in bad shape too. No frills, just automatic. Nothing fancy. Looks like we do have a mouse chewing on my door. I don't like that. So we're gonna have to find him and evict him. Nothing fancy about this truck at all. It's all-wheel drive, heater. That's it. What I want to do is keep it an all-wheel drive. Put air conditioner in it. We're going to, this is all surface rust. It's not major. We're going to fix all this, sand it down. Now, I might have to get some fenders. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to do our best to try and save every piece that we can of the original truck, because this is a one-owner truck. We actually know the guy that owned the truck.
Used to know.
Huh?
Used to know.
Well, we heard that he passed away. We're not 100% sure. We got to get confirmation on it. He was an older gentleman. He bought this truck brand new in '75. But like I said, we're going to get the truck moved. Gotta love the vice grips. Always come in handy. No matter what you're working on. Okay, so it does just pop out. Huh. Go figure. So it just pops out. So you can get it out. You just got to do it real quick, I guess. Let's just see what happens. We're going to put them on here. Oh. Okay, she definitely don't want to come out. Whew. All right. Oh, broke that one. Dang it. Well, shoot. Now that one held together and this one wants to fall apart. Well, shoot. All right, well, we can always just try this one and see what happens. I mean, she's a little beat up, but we can, trim up the edge. The wires are still straight. See what happens. I hate to do that to mine because it causes the same thing. Okay. Alrighty. I know y'all are sitting at home like, what in the hell is this man doing? Or we could just change the wiring and just take the caps. Could be just the wiring. Same thing. Maybe this one will come out easier because it's been used. Nope, she's gonna be just as stubborn. All right, so how about, what you think? Change wires?
I would just because this cap looks a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks a little fricasseed. And then these wires, they feel a little burnt. But I don't know how. All right, let's go back to the other one and check that. Wait a minute. How does the gas get to these? Oh, it shoots into the bowl, I guess? Down the filter? How in the world? Okay. I'm curious. They call me Curious George. I'm curious today. Okay. So the gas goes in here? All right, I'm curious. I'm gonna try it. Any gas come out of that one?
Nope.
See any gas coming out of the other one?
Nope.
So where are we getting gas from, dude? This thing's cranking. I'm gonna have to really do some research on this thing. You ain't saying no gas come out of there.
Nope.
Are you looking through the camera or looking down in there?
I'm looking down in there.
There's no bloody way. All right, you're gonna have to turn the key. I gotta see what you're talking about. You don't see no gas coming out. I think you're.
We're gonna go pause for just a second. All right, back to live action.
There. Now the thing is, I don't know if you can flip these and try it, but now this thing should not crank at all. Because if it does, I'm gonna run inside screaming because it's possessed. Okay. Wonder if you can just see. It looks like they're crossed already because this one looks like it should go over here, and this one looks like it should go right here because of the way the wires are.
If you put those on, it cranks right up. It stays cranked up.
Yeah, I know I'm being mean there. I gotta turn that one a little bit.
No, the beat up one was on my side.
Yeah, I know it was. But if you look at the wires, I'm talking about the wires. Oh no, the wires are right. Well, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Just misfire. All right now. I guess I gotta turn it a little more. I mean, they're both just single injectors. It's not like they run at the same time. At least they should. Okay, this thing's getting on my nerves. There, that one went on. Whew. Yep. Stretching out my hip over here, trying to lean over this truck. Okay, so right about there. There she goes. All right, this will be hilarious if this actually works. Nope, same problem. We're going in, okay. But if you can look under the hood here, there ain't Nothing's been changed. It's all factory. She's a little rough, but one thing I have learned about Dodges, which this is really cool. See this color? See this color? See all that color? Dodge always paints the inside of their vehicles, back then, I don't know if they still do, to match the outside of their vehicles. If you find a Dodge that's black or red or purple or pink or whatever underneath the hood, it's not factory color. Because Dodge has been doing that with all the Mopars and everything like that. A lot of people like to, just paint it all black, make it look clean and everything. This one is going to stay as original as we possibly can. She does have what they call the 11375. Boy, that's an old drive. She does have what they call the bird bath hood. We do have the Power Wagon emblems. We have both of them actually. The other one's in the truck. We got the one right here. We do have the letters. I think we're missing one letter. This is what they call the tin grill. We will be cleaning it up, making it look pretty. This is going to be drive back and forth to work for my wife. My son wants to drive it on his senior year, which he's got 4 more years. So hopefully, with what the resources I have, we're going to get this thing up and running. Main thing we're going to work on is we got to order a fuel tank, which of course there's only one company that makes one, because this one had the gas tank, the metal gas tank behind the seat. We did put in a foldable seat in because it had a regular seat, but you can see what the rotting gas tank did to the seat. It literally ate the bottom to where the pieces actually came off. But we are going to we're going to finish stripping the red truck. Probably next weekend. We're going to take off brake lines, brakes, the bed. We're going to get everything taken off that we want to keep. Then we're going to park it right about here in the yard. We're going to call the garbage man or whatever to come get it. And we're going to be done with that one. That's our project right now. We're all going to sit in the bed on this one and move it out the way. I have to go get my oldest son because me and the cameraman can't do it ourselves. Which we could. We're strong enough, but nobody can videotape it. But, I mean, that's where we're getting now. She kind of looks funny. She looks like a little D150 with a dump bed on it. But we're going to set the bed down because we did go ahead and paint in between here when it was a nicer day. We just went ahead and painted in between here so we can set this down, lock it down. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And then we're going to clean out the bed because we're going to clean the bed. We're going to get everything sanded down flat and ready to go. We are going to take off the mirrors and stuff like that. I'm probably just going to take these off because I really don't want to mess with everything inside because it is old. Now, if this was a 90s model, yeah, I'd take it all off, no problem. But trying to find parts for all this and all the mechanisms and the little clips, they're getting harder and harder to find. So I would rather just take some tape around it, seal it off, be done with it, not have to worry about it no more. We are going to show y'all how to save as many of these clips as we can because I need some from up here. We do have the whole side of the truck. We have my truck, still has its trim pieces on it, which I do believe that's the one I'm missing. Yes, that's the one I'm missing for this side. So it's working out. Everything we have everything we need. We just got to get it off. We got to do it delicately. We got to make sure we don't break anything because, like I told y'all before, these little clips are very expensive. They're hard to find. Last time I looked, they're $11.98 a piece, and you can see just on the door we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So do the math. That's almost $100 right there, just in little pieces of plastic. That's probably going to do it for well, it's not going to do it for yet because I do want y'all to see this truck run. I know y'all have seen it run in the past, but we're going to get it out and we're going to drive it up to the fence because I'm tired of it just being stuck back here and we can't get it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to set the bed down. We're going to push this truck back, and then we're going to bring out the blue Dodge. We are sanding the hood on the blue Dodge because that is actually the hood for my truck. But this truck will be our first truck on the road. So we are going to go ahead and freshen up the paint on the hood. We're also going to go ahead and not really paint. Well, we're going to paint the roof, but I worry about bubbling because this is a good sign that we're starting to get a little bit of rust underneath here, and it's not soft where it's hurting anything. So I want to go ahead and sand it down real quick. We're going to paint from here back to here. This is going to be black. The hood's going to be black. We think it's going to look really nice. We are going to try and get it into car shows, family events, anything. We're going to get our logo put on the back. My wife's going to do that for me. And this is going to be our first truck to be on the road. I really wish I would have recorded this because this one actually came out beautifully with the grill because we changed out the whole core support. The whole core support was bent from hitting a deer. I know y'all see the picture on my YouTube. The first picture you see is this truck with it headlight gone. This is all bent up, which I do have all those pieces sitting over here.
Hold on.
This is the original trim. You can see the guy said he hit a big old buck. He didn't hit the female. He hit the big deer, but he jumped. So he jumped and he landed here and rolled over the hood. The hood's in really bad shape. But this is the grill. Core support's laying right here because I really need to get all this junk out of here. But see, if you look at these inner fenders, they're the same as the 75. Dodge is really smart about reusing stuff for years. See right here, this side, it's kind of hard to see, but this side was bent. It's kind of bowed, and it's not something I could have fixed in a quick amount of time. But I mean, this side. But we had this truck, so we went ahead and took the parts off of this truck and changed them out with the good parts off the red truck. And that's what I do. Use what you got. Try not to go spend a bunch of money. And that's what we're trying to do. Show people that you can do it. It's time consuming. It takes a long time. But to be totally honest, I never thought I'd make it this far with my truck, getting it back this close to being back on the road. So we're going to take a quick break, get the bed down, move this one back, bring that one up, and that's what we're going to do now. Hopefully. Get out of here. Got great brakes too.
Tucker, get out of the shot.
Until next week, like, share, subscribe.